Cedarwood Luxury Radio, Nigeria's first real estate radio.
Hello, here are 7 reasons you should subscribe to the Autograph Beach View by Cedarwood. Number 1, 24 hours electricity supply, good road network, perimeter fencing, gated estate and maximum security, table dry land, and of course, beach view. Number 2, the Autograph Beach View by Cedarwood comes with a perfect land title, Sea of O in view. Number 3, flexible payment option assuring 18% return on investment in just few days. Number 4, plot demarcation already done for instant allocation. Number 5, the Autograph Beach View by Cedarwood is located in the beautiful city of Lagos State, Nigeria, and is seated in a built-up environment. Number 6, the Autograph Beach View by Cedarwood comes with peace of mind and 100% investment assurance. Number 7, proximity to major commercial recreational landmarks such as the Dangote Refinery, Lekki Free Trade Zone, Lekki Deep Sea Port, and Lakapang Tropicana Beach Resort. Subscribe today. The Autograph Beach View by Cedarwood goes for 25 million naira one-off early bird price, 30 million naira instrumental payment. Take advantage of the early bird price today. The Autograph Beach View by Cedarwood.
Information, they say, is key. And by key, do well to join us every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 10 a.m., 1 p.m., and 4 p.m. live on Facebook and on YouTube. We are Cedarwood Luxury Online Radio, Nigeria's first real estate radio.
Wow, I don't define this address. I don't tire. Where the address one day now? Which kind of thing is this one? I don't find this P1 plus.
Hello. Yeah, wait. Come.
Okay, no, now P1 plus.
Come.
Okay, leave me now P1 plus. Now what they find? Don't leave me now P1 plus. What they find?
Wait.
Leave me now.
Wait.
Leave me now P1 plus. Now they find.
Wait.
I know they wait. Now P1 plus. Now they find.
What's happening?
Oga landlord, you again. What is the color of your problem? Now, girl, you don't start to dey pursue now.
My dear, I know the pursue man. I remember the time we did my house. And this paper, you leave. Now I see I like the pursue man. I won't follow you join. I beg. When on a company day, my follow, I beg.
So now Julius Oyedemi School of Strategy na one go.
Yes, now.
Okay, you define P1 plus address.
Don't define that, please. This is you know the place where you carry me go be a bed.
Calm down, madam. Make I tell you something. In case of next time, where P1 plus address dey for Asaba here na number 1 Stelu make Cruisent off Federal High Court GRA. Where would they go?
Hey, thank you. Hey, thank you.
Master the skill, master the rudiments of sales, marketing, and networking at the Julius Oyedemi School of Strategy. This year, remember, not great for anybody.
Hello viewers, I am Ambassador Dr. Julius Oyedemi, your most astounding CEO 2023 P1 Group. The best radio to listen to is no other than Cedarwood Luxury Radio. Thank you.
All right. It's a beautiful afternoon, Lagos, Nigeria. Welcome yet to another amazing moment on Nigeria's first real estate radio, Cedarwood Luxury Online Radio. My name is David, and it is the Real Estate in Nigeria program. Trust you are having yourself a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. All right, today on the show, we will be doing a lecture, or we'll be having a lecture. Yes, it is a master class. We'll be presenting to you a 90 minutes video, should I say 90 minutes long video from a master class from a very, very renowned public speaker in the person of Vus, is it Vus or Vus? Vus Tembekwayo. Oh, Vus Tembekwayo. Hope I pronounced that very well. Somebody show my face. All right, Vushi. All right, that's Vushi. Okay. Yes, so we'll be having we'll be presenting to you a masterclass, how to turn attention into customers. How to turn attention into customers. You are only going to enjoy the audio of this lecture, but irrespective, just ensure you are paying close attention. For copyright purpose, we would not be displaying the video so that we don't get bad or get logged out during the session. And for the fact that this lecture is also very important, and I need you all to listen. Yes, I mean, if I should ask somebody, do you know how to turn attention into customers? You probably might not know how to go about it, but yes, having gone through the lecture, I thought it wise and said, okay, I saved it a long time ago. I'm like, okay, yeah, one of these days we're going to present it as a lecture on the show, because this very show that comes your way every Wednesday at 1 p.m. do not just brings your way exclusive interviews with players in the real estate industry. It also brings your way real estate conversations and also lectures, topical conversations generally about real estate. All right, so we bring you lectures, we bring teachings, we bring interviews, generally conversations that is informative. Yes, educative conversation around real estate. So this afternoon we'll be listening to an audio, and like I made mention earlier, we will not be displaying the video for some copyright reasons, but the audio would be loud and clear. How to turn attention into customers is what you're about to learn this afternoon on the show. It's 10 minutes past the hour of 1, and for time's sake, we'll shoot immediately. Do not forget to like, to comment, and to share. I'd love to know where you're watching us live from and where you can hear us live from.
I gave a young man some advice. He won't mind if I tell you the story. So this is a true story. This particular young man came to visit me. I was in South Africa at the time. They came to visit from Ghana late at night, and he says, "Oh man, there's this beautiful girl, and I've been trying to get her attention." This is a true story. On Instagram, right? I've been trying, like desperately trying to get her attention on Instagram. So I said, "What are you doing?" He says, I like all the pictures. Don't do this. Just, if she puts up a status, I comment, "Hey mommy, hey boo," don't do this. So I go and I check, and I said, "How many followers does she have?" She had like 250,000 followers. Beautiful girl, really attractive. So I said to him, "Let's play the odds. Is she beautiful?" "Yes." "How many men do you imagine are liking all her pictures, commenting on all her pictures, and sending her a DM at least once a week?" How many men? And he goes, "Yeah, but I'm different." "Yeah, but she doesn't know this. She doesn't know you from a bar of soap. You're just a guy with, 200 followers. She doesn't know this." I said to him, "You have to get more creative. You have to get more creative." "What do I do?" I said, "Here's what you do. Send her a message and say to her," this is really smart. I said to him, "Send her a message and ask the question, 'Where should I send it?' And then leave it." That's the message. Not hi, not how do you do. Just, "Where should I send it?" Question mark. Leave it. Hands up in the room. If somebody sent you that message, you'd go, "Send what?" Is that right? Because that's not what you're expecting. Send her a message and say, "Where should I send it?" So he sends the message. Where should I send it? It's funny how the world works. We're literally sitting that evening, and this is exactly what happens. About 35 minutes later, bing, she replies. "Send what?" Next message, "Sorry, who are you?" So I said, ignore the second question. Reply to the first one. And on IG, you can do that thing where you reply to a specific message. So I said to him, reply and say the following. Tell her, say the following. Say, "Just GPS me your address so I can send it." And he does. And I said exactly these words. Don't say, "Hi," don't do this. Say, "Just GPS me your address so I can send it." So in her mind, she's thinking, the approach, the level of entitlement, this person must have something that I need. Like nobody who needs me goes, "Just give me something," right? He replies. Now the conversation starts. And she replies. She says, "Send what?" He says, and I told him, I said, reply the following. Say, "My heart, because you stole it a year ago." Boom. They're dating now. See? So there is a technique, there is an approach, but you have to be deliberate about these things. Whether you are looking for an investor from which to raise money, you're looking for key talent that you want to bring into your business, and you can't afford this person. You know that what they're earning in corporate is 3 times what you're paying yourself as the founder of the business. There is a way to bring people into your space so that they look at you and go, "Okay, this is actually something I can look at." Because remember that really what you're trying to do, and this is so important for everybody, you're trying to move from the realm of attention to the realm of consideration. Where's my pen? So those of us who studied marketing would remember this, right? The funnel. What you're trying to do is to move from the realm where somebody has your attention to where they're thinking of actually buying what you're offering. Consideration. Of course, ultimately you want them to actually buy. So you want them to take action. But what you're really trying to do is just differentiate yourself from attention to consideration. And you play the odds. In my business, this is 10, 4, 1. So whatever campaign we're running for whatever product, for every 10 lots of eyeballs we get, 4 of those convert to people who are interested in what we're buying, are considering it, are having a conversation about price, and 1 of those to somebody who will actually buy. Yeah? All you're trying to do here is to move from this to this. Move from attention to consideration. Attention to consideration. Good. I'm waxing lyrical. Let's get some questions from the floor. Have we got the mics ready? We've got the mics ready. Let's get some questions from the floor. Any questions?
Good morning. Hello, Vuzi. How are you?
Hey, brother. Good.
What would it take for me to work for you for free?
It's for free.
Yes.
It's impossible.
Why is that?
Because I don't make hiring decisions.
Okay. Who makes hiring decisions?
Several people. One of them is in the room, but I'm not going to point them out to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, look. When you're, it's really important to know your strengths. I've got a big heart. It's not good to have a big heart and to hire people. Because often what ends up happening is you hire people because your heart told you to do it. So I've made enough wrong hires to know that I'm not the best at hiring people. I'm great at many things. I'm good at strategy. Once people are in, I'm good at giving them a sense of direction, a sense of purpose. When people don't believe, my name Vosi literally means to bring to life. It's what I do. I'm the guy that picks something up that's dead and resuscitates it. It's my gift. I don't know how to, right? So I'm good at this. I'm not the person who should be picking the soldiers that go to war. And so around me, I've got people who make these decisions.
Excellent, excellent. So my actual question was this. What do you do? I'll tell you, my background is airline.
I remember you shared, yeah.
Yes, I've been flying for 10 years, but I'm trying to enter into the entrepreneurship space. But for most opportunities, you need some sort of fast background, either in school, some level of degree.
Level of education, sure.
Yes, and you need some level of proven record.
Yeah.
So for someone like that, what would your advice be?
Well, I mean, you've already got a proven track record, right? I think you just haven't learned how to package that track record correctly. So you say you were in aviation?
Yes.
Were you like cabin crew?
No.
What did you do?
I'm a pilot.
You're a pilot?
Still am, yes.
Holy shit. And what business are you trying to get in?
Many that have failed.
Pick one.
Logistics.
All right.
Yes.
So you have a packaging problem.
Okay.
You need to package your story better. It works like this always, right? Right. So because you know you every day, you live here. You know everything about yourself, your skills, your competencies. You have a really finite sense of knowledge of who you are. But I just met you. So in my mind, how tall are you?
6'4".
6'4", you're, what's that, 180?
194.
194? All right, I'm 186, you're 194, right?
Yes.
So in my mind, you fit into, when I leave here, I'm going to go, oh, that tall guy is a nice guy. That's it. In my mind, you're here. You're framed here with 6'4" guys. Then I might add something else to this. 6'4", black. 6'4", black, well-dressed. 6'4", black, well-dressed, kinda good-looking. I mean, not like me, but kinda. You get where I'm going with this?
Good. I see.
And by the way, this is all I'm able to give you, because there's 100 people in the room. I'll meet 1,000 people at the end of every week. So my brain, for me to function, has to put you in a big box of aggregates. Does this make sense? So this is really finite knowledge. This is aggregates. So all of us in our lives spend time aggregating information. Your brain has to do it. It's the only way you function. It has to do it. It has to go, okay, so these people function this way. I'll give you guys a really good example. In my industry of public speaking, right, people will often say public speaking are charlatans. Often. You know why? Because they've encountered too many charlatans who use public speaking. So when I come into the industry, I immediately fit into the tall, well-dressed, well-spoken guy. This looks like the template of a charlatan. Does that make sense? It's just an aggregate. It's not personal. They don't know me. It's an aggregation. My job is to move them from the aggregation into the area of specific knowledge of me and who I am and what I bring to the table that's different from everybody else. So the distance between here and here, this very distance, right, is built around how you frame your packaging and how you communicate your packaging specific to the people you want to influence. Right. So right now, we framed you as the 6'4" black guy, well-dressed, kinda. Right? This is how we framed you. But you're a pilot, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's start with this. So you're a pilot. How long have you been a pilot?
10 years now.
A decade. Never say 10 years, always a decade.
Gotcha.
If your business is 8 years old, you're close on a decade old. If a business is 5 years old, you're half a decade old. If your business is 12 years old, you're over a decade old. It sounds different. It has more gravitas. Yeah? So you're a pilot who's been a pilot for a decade. How many hours have you flown?
About 5,600.
Close
to 6,000 hours.
Close on 6,000 hours. When I open a conversation, if I'm you, this is my opening intro. What's your name?
Omondi Otiende.
Say again?
Omondi Otiende.
What's your first name? Omondi?
Yes.
Hi, my name is Omondi. I'm a pilot, close on a decade of experience. I've got over 6,000 hours in the air, and I'd like to talk to you guys a bit about my new startup that's in logistics. Have I got your attention? Now I'm not a 6'4" well-dressed black guy.
I see that.
Because what you're trying to do, this is so important. And by the way, this works for personal branding and communication as well as it does for your business. You have to find a way to lever the areas of your business potential and growth that are specific to you. You have to find a way to use language in a more creative way that it adds gravitas and real value, gives you a sense of substance, right? If you're running a startup, for instance, and you have a board, advisory board or something like this, take your advisory board and aggregate the number of hours that they have in business, the number of years. That's on your opening stands on your website, man. My logistics company, our logistics company, let's call it Movenpick. Movenpick International, our logistics company, is run by a group of executives who collectively have over 250 years experience in logistics. You fucking started yesterday. You just registered. But in your website, it says the executives have over 250 years of logistics experience because you've got 10 people in an advisory board, each of them averaging 25 years logistics experience. Learn to leverage. It's communication, it's packaging, and this is so important. It's not lying. It's not this. There's a big difference between manufacturing things that aren't true and amplifying the truth. It's not lying. I'm not saying go and make facts up. I am saying find a way to package the facts that it gives them depth, better value, more gravity. Okay?
Yes.
The entire advertising industry is built on this. It's literally what they do. They take sugar water and they convince you that it'll quench your thirst. All right? So this is why you've never seen a Coca-Cola ad shot in a factory about the process of making Coca-Cola. Because nobody buys Coca-Cola on the premise of how it's made. You buy Coca-Cola on the premise of the promise Coca-Cola makes you. That when you drink it, you'll experience happiness and joy. You will live on the Coke side of life. Life will be real. So go and watch all the Coca-Cola ads. It's constantly people in a jovial environment, a happy environment, yes? That's how they built their brand communication. It's sugar water. Red Bull, sugar water, really. With a lot of zing in it, but sugar water. So how does Red Bull do their packaging? Adventure. That's what Red Bull is. It's like that spirit of adventure. So if you watch a Red Bull ad, why do they sponsor the Formula One and people jumping off mountains? It's because what they're saying to you is we're not just something liquid that when you drink it, you're going to have energy. The promise is different. So you have to figure out a way to package yourself differently. This is really important. On your website, on your brand communication, on your profile, it's fundamental. Leverage the aspects of who you are that are a differentiator, and then you amplify those things. Amplify them, okay?
Excellent, thank you.
Cool.
My name is Farhia Jama. I'm on your left. So I have two questions for you. One, on Wednesday you mentioned about scaling too fast as a business. So if you're a startup in your early stages and you feel like you're scaling too fast, what are the lessons that you can give to us so that we are aware of what not to do so that will lead us to fail into the business? And my second question is...
Let's deal with the first one first.
Okay.
So you can and often people do scale too fast. The problem is scaling too fast is... You know, when you're on the road, right, the traffic authorities put up a sign that tells you the speed you should be driving at, right? It's called a road limit, a speed limit. And so on a particular road, there is a speed limit. What's the speed limit based on? It's based on the quality of the road, the volume of traffic on that road, and what they estimate is the safest speed for you to drive to have the least amount of incidences. Now, having been in Nairobi traffic, I don't want to comment. I don't want to be a bad guest. But you get the point, right? So your question, what you're basically asking me is the following. How do I know when I'm going faster than the speed limit? Yeah. And the answer is, it depends on who's driving. If I take a long stretch of road, that's 1 kilometer long. And half a kilometer into the long stretch of road, it takes a 45-degree bend, all the way until the road bends to go the opposite direction in another long stretch of road. And I tell you, drive as fast as you can down this piece of road, so that when you get to the beginning of the bend, you take that corner as fast as you're capable of. And then I take Lewis Hamilton, and I tell him to do the same. I promise you, when you get to the corner, you're going to be doing very different speeds, even if I gave you the same car. Because the ability to take the corner is a reflection of the driver. Yeah, it's got a lot to do with the mechanics of the car, of course, but it's a reflection of the driver. In fact, it's more probable that you won't even drive the same car Lewis Hamilton will. Does that make sense? Yeah. So your question was, how do I know when I'm going too fast? The answer to this is it depends on the capabilities of the people in the team. The talent. So, if you're not growing fast enough, get better people. If you're growing too fast, get better people. Hello, family. The VT Masterclass has now reached over 5 million unique entrepreneurs all across the world. If you'd like to book me for one, make sure that you hit the link below. Cheers.
Finding the right property can sometimes feel like a daunting task. Whether you are buying your first home, renting a space, or making an investment. At P1 Plus, we aim to simplify this process by helping you understand the key factors to consider when choosing a property.
Here are 5 things to consider when getting yourself a property.
Are you looking for a family home, a commercial property, or a rental space? Clarifying your purpose will help narrow down your options and guide your search effectively.
Understanding your financial limit is essential. Consider the cost of the property, additional fees and potential maintenance costs. At P1 Plus, we offer flexible payment plan to help clients achieve their goals.
Location of a property determines its accessibility, value, and growth potential. For residential properties, you look out for areas with good schools, tight security, and also healthcare facilities. Just like for commercial investments, proximity to business districts is key.
Modern buyers and renters often look for features like energy efficiency, smart home technology, and recreational facilities. Properties developed or managed by P1 Plus incorporate these elements to meet contemporary standards.
Navigating the real estate markets can be overwhelming. Partnering with professionals like P1 Plus ensures that you make informed decisions and also secure the best deals.
Choosing the right property today is a significant step, and with the right guidance, it can also be a rewarding experience. Contact us for personalized advice and property listings tailored to your needs.
So subscribe to any of our current selling Cedarwood luxury estate and enjoy a seamless process of acquiring properties. Thank you.
This is Cedarwood Luxury Radio, Nigeria's first real estate radio.